102, 5, 6, 8 here. Back with Atlas Nation for Midnight Blitz versus INDE. INDE. This should be an excellent matchup. It is going to be an EU versus an NA team. Midnight Blitz being the EU team. So these are the. Ooh, this is actually very interesting. The team compositions that we get early on. Very interesting to see how this plays out. We did see a Torb. It is going to be swapped off of. Would not be surprised if INDE. Oh, I should also do the teams. So INDE are going to be the red. Midnight Blitz are going to be the blue. The attacking team, they're making swaps. The defending team, Midnight Blitz, are going to be running the Zen Goats dive composition now. They're going to be against a Zen with a triple support comp, actually. Zen Brig Ana with the bunker and then a Sombra. Very interesting to see how this does go in. Huge DC. Okay, well, first thing that happened is a huge DC. Huge DC. I don't know what happened, but I'm pretty sure maybe half of EU just disconnected. 'Cause yeah, they're like. Yeah, half of EU just DC'd. How much time was it in the game? Literally 18 seconds. Already starting the game off right with a DC across the board. As people are getting invited back. Alright, so here's a fine with back to lobby, like resetting the match. We do have to make it a certain map, though. We do have to send it back to Volskaya. Get none. Volskaya. Boom. And now we got Turnium Bonnie, Legion, and Watchpoint Gibraltar. Alright, back on. People are back. Well, very interesting way to begin. So you're gonna have to wait for someone to come back, I believe. Okay, so it wasn't a DC. So I have confirmation on what happened. Golden left, and apparently left as a group. So that's why they all left at once. Riveting gameplay, riveting gameplay across the board. We will still have to see if it's an EU lobby or not, because we might go in and it might be an NA lobby. So I'm going to take it back out, kick 2 people, or maybe even 3, I don't know, to make it an EU lobby. We will see. Difficulties of an EU versus an NA. Alright, so there is a call for a swap. I'm not sure there's the calls for swaps at this point. I'm not sure you can actually swap at this point. Oh, you can make swaps at this point. Oh, and he's gone, so he kind of has to go in. Okay, so, did you know? This is very interesting turn out very quick. Spectate red. What a fun time. Still waiting on the readies again. Okay, this is just getting weirder and weirder by the minute. So, apparently Midnight Blitz are asking for it to just be 2 NA maps and then 2 EU maps later. No. Oh yeah, apparently now So apparently leader of Midnight Blitz think I am EU, which I'm NA. So really interesting at this point. Still just waiting. Alright, so they are they're getting invited. And they didn't go through. Man, you know, I started the stream just a tad bit late, just so we could get all the EU stuff done, and then people DC. It's like, what do you do? What can you do? So Midnight already. We will need to see. I'm pretty sure India's still ready. So we will have to see if it is the lobby set up. And question mark. We will have to see if it is an EU lobby or an NA lobby, and it's an NA lobby. Back to lobby. Okay. Do I have James on my friends list? Can I just quickly invite him back at the end if he goes? I do. Move from game. Move from game. Does that work? I do know that it is Lee Jung Tao. I'm just testing this. If we take the 2 out, is it gonna work still? Is it new lobby? It is. Okay, so that does mean we will have to go back to the other map now. And Sentinel Sky, so I pacify, you're gonna be removed from the game one more time. Traveling to Volskaya Industries. So we will just have to set it back. I will invite both of them back. Please say it's an EU. It is! Huzzah! Pass 5 back. There he is. Spectate red. And we're good to go. That took more time than necessary. But you know what? We have done it. It took almost 10 minutes. But we're good now. We're good. So, would not be surprised if there were some comp swaps, as the first comp was seen from both sides. So there is a great chance that they do swap it up. And as I said, we will see some comp swaps. INDE, the red team, still going to be running that triple support Orisa, this time with a Bastion and some Metro. But the real change is in Midnight Blitz's comp. They're going to be running this Pharmacy with the Baptiste, with the Torb, and with the Orisa. They are going with this Bunker Pharmacy comp against this Bunker Bastion Sim. James and King gonna swap roles, Baptiste and Sim. Huge hit from Dan, gets everyone really quick. Takes a lot of ult charge, but does feed King Rush's ult charge just a bit. And the TP comes up, and Hawk immediately goes down. There's just nothing there. They were not ready for it, and quickly falls. A huge first pick. INDE now gonna have to reset. Have to figure out what is gonna break this bunker. Would not be surprised if there was a Widow swap. And Renzer goes down to Dan. Goes very low, but is gonna get the healing he needs from the Baptiste and himself. If you see a few swaps here, Renzer now on that Lucio. INDE are able to set up on the high ground, but Kuros goes down very quickly. The shield was there, but it was not enough. This immediately gets taken out. This is Bastion Bunker with the Baptiste. Oh no, it's not a Bastion Bunker. It's just the Tor Bunker. Puts in so much damage, especially with the Pharmacy. Few more swaps coming in. Kuros on that Widow, Renzer on the Zen again, and James on that Hog. No doubt ready to pull that bunker straight down. No doubt the Widow is there to take the Pharah out. El Diablo goes down. It's taken out. Kinda gonna go in, heals Dan, who does ult there, does fall Omnic as well. That's 3, and there's the amplification matrix coming in from King Rush, and Chester falls as well. Omnic has no longer has his turret up in play. Oksana falls on the point, and King Kill does fall. That's gonna be the point right there. INDE do take it. They successfully break the bunker of Midnight Blitz. Chester now gonna go onto the Hanzo, and Dan no longer has that barrage. There's the Immortality Field coming in from King, which does save himself, but does get taken out. And Kuros, first one to fall, dies in the sniper duel to Chester one way or another. Huge pick right there. A molten core from Omnic on the Torb takes his whole area out, but does not take any lives. But Maxim does fall. Tries to fight the turret, it seemed like it did go down. On the bird does have rally, so when Maxim does come back, they will have rally. And a hook on a King Kill from James. A huge hook right there, and huge capitalization off the bat. There's the bell. There is the bongo in the bunker to being popped very quickly. El Diablo takes a huge amount of damage, but is going to get healed up. James does fall. There is Renzer. Maxib goes down as well. King falls. Curious gets to pick onto Oksana. Hawk does go down though. Where is this Widow? There is the Widow. Curious gonna get dove by the Lucio. Does fall. They use the sights there, unable to get much out of it. Everyone else on INDE though will have their ult. It is going to be a 5-2 ult game here. King Kill will have to get his ult very quickly on the Lucio to even attempt to have a support ult here. It's going to be 2 DPS versus every ult except for Kyros, who is now on the McCree. Swaps off Widow onto the McCree. A very interesting pick. James is taking so much damage here, but is able to heal that up. There is a rally. There is the Bongo. There's the amplification makers. All the ults coming through. But King Nuts the first one to fall. El Diablo and Chester both go down. There's a chance. There's a dragon. Kyros goes down. Hawk no longer has that ult up. Nick gets DMAC and does die. Tick's starting to be taken here. That's the first one. INDE on the point. They try and get 2 here, and they do get the second, but now is the contest from King Kill and El Diablo, who does go onto the hammer. Sound Barrier with the barrage. James uses the whole hog there. Renzer and James both go down. Maxim as well, and that's going to be a hold for Midnight Blitz, but only after 2 ticks were taken. El Diablo. Or really El Diab. Oh no, it is the El Diablo. El Diablo Mono. That's it. Kyros does fall to Chester. A huge pick. Chester just getting these great one-off picks here. No ults on the board at the moment. But you gotta think that with INDE using their ults there, all 5 of them, and Midnight using their ults beforehand, they're going to have the ult advantage coming in this next fight. But, oh, Diablo gets hooked once again. James is getting these huge hooks as Chester is getting these picks. And King Kill does fall. King Kill going to get res, though. El Diablo has a very quick respawn on the Hammond. Very quick character. Omnic, no health. Does get the bomb. Oksana now using that Valk, sorry. Maxim, King, Hawk, and Chester all go down. There's the bomb from Omnic and Dragons from Chester. James falls to the bomb and Hawk to the Dragons. No percentage on the point has been really manifested from that push, though. Renzer does die. No doubt to reset with the team. And now with those ults being used, 3 ults, Chester very quick on his build up though. He might have his ult again. El Diablo will definitely have his ult, and we'll definitely see a barrage from Dan. But they're going to be facing possibly all of INDE's ults with just those 3. They've been doing a great job of like using their ults while also having more ults to defend if they need. Very good at swapping their ults, keeping enough ults alive. The High Noon, Bongo, and the Nano. Kyros gets pick on the King. There is the mine from El Diablo. No picks from them, and there's a transcendence from Renzer. El Diablo goes down. Maxim falls. There is the whole hog from James. Maxim wasn't able to get saved by the transcendence. Oksana does go down. The brush from behind Dan. He takes out Renzer and King. That's all supports of INDE gone. Chester and Dan both fall, though. There's no more DPS on the field. Oksana gonna go onto the Baptiste. Omnic gets DMAC'd. King low health here. Is it gonna be able to survive for the moment? Here's the soul. There's Hawk, and it's only James left on the field. He's gonna try to get as much hold treasure as he can before he dies, and he does go down. A great hold from Midnight there. 3 ults though were put into the High Noon from Kyros, and only 1 pick onto King Kill, who could have gotten his ult there but was not in the fight long enough to. He will get it as the push starts to recongregate. This could be the last fight here. King Rusher on the Anna. Dragons coming from Chester down the line. Doesn't get anyone, but it does split off 2 of the supports of INDE. There's the rally from Maxim. INDE now congregating in this mega health pack room. And there is a shield. It is a shield battle El Diablo and Hawk. There is the High Noon coming in, but a 6-man sound barrier counters from King Kill, and Kyros does go down to Chester. That is a huge pick. Omnic gets done, has that bomb. Maxim and King Rusher both go down. El Diablo does fall though, so there is picks coming through on both sides. Whole Hawk coming in from James Renzer. Hawk and James all go down, and there's no need to use the bomb from Omnic. He's gonna launch it up last second, possibly. There is the nano on him from Oxana, and there's the bomb. It doesn't matter. They've already won round one. Second point not taken. And I put a lot of pressure on INDE to get a successful hold here. Although INDE do have the ping disadvantage. They are an NA team on an EU server. The score is 0-0 right now. There's not been a single map decided yet. And we're about to see what both teams are going to be running. INDE no doubt going to have some sort of a Risa comp here. Yes, it is going to be a Risa Bastion. What it seems like Midnight Blitz have done their homework. They're going to be running no real main tank. The only real tank that could resemble a main tank is the Hammond. They're going to be running that Sombra Farah bomb. Oh, even. So they're going to be running that EMP, that barrage, and the bomb all at once with the mines. This is a very high damage, very good at breaking a bunker composition. But that's exactly what they're going to be facing here. It is once again those triple support, the Ana, the Brig, and the Baptiste. It's going to be a Baptiste, Bastion, bunker comp. We'll see how that does work against this bunker breaker. But Chester onto the Tracer. A very interesting pick. I would have stayed with the Sombra to get that EMP off. And my controller battery is low, so we're gonna just plug that in real quick. El Diablo tries to get just roll through the team of INDE in that bunker. Does die very quickly to Russia, but Hawk does go down. Both tanks, the main tanks are down. Omnic and C-Mac King does fall. Kyros falls as well, so pick from both sides. And a tick has been taken. Immortality field from James up in the high ground. Now Omnic and Chester both go down. That immortality is just way too strong. King Kill is gonna get rezzed by Oksana. Kyros not gonna go onto the McCree. And Chester going back onto that Sombra. Doesn't get the ult charge of the first fight, which would be about 50. El Diablo died very early on. Omnic got demeched early on, so they will not be there. But King, who also did die there, got res, able to get some exit ult charge, and Dan Oksana, I don't think they died there. So they did get quite a lot of charge. So a good 50 to 60 charge missed out by Chester there. And Hawk gets knocked off the high ground again, gets hacked. Just the whole of Midnight Blitz is just gonna collapse on Hawk. But there is the configuration tank. Chester does fall. Gonna get rezzed by Oksana though. King Rusher trying to get something, and he gets Chester. As you get rezzed, as you get killed. King Rusher gonna try and survive this. Very, very low. James falls, and El Diablo does as well. Omnic D-Mag. There's the Transcendence from King Kill. Russia pushes up, gets Omnic, but does die to the supports. There is a rally from Maxib. The point has not been taken to a second tick. Dan is inside, is gonna fall to Hawk, who is gonna be dove by Chester, but no picks out of it. Oksana and King both kill themselves, both resetting here, because they realize they're stuck behind. Zen cannot escape as well as he can. In fact, the whole comp is now going to swap up to this dive comp. King now on the Lucio and Diablo on that Winston. New skins. Oh, that's a sick skin, actually. Hack onto Dan. Dan cannot dive in with El Diablo. Half the team is split from the other half of the team. King Kill does get stunned and gets taken out. A huge stun. El Diablo not diving in. Does fall. High Noon with that amplification matrix and nano. Well, it gets the pharmacy there. Gets Oksana and Dan. Omnic does fall as well. 1 minute for Midnight Blitz to take this point. They need to take it here. Chester still hasn't built up that EMP, I don't think. It's very close to now. Gets a lot of charge there. This will be huge. Dan and Chester have their ults. Kuros falls. This is the opportunity. You have a one shot at this, and this is your one shot. King now on Sombra. There's the Valk from Oksana. Maxim falls. That's 2 down. Kuros and Maxim both go down. And boop from King. Huge boop takes everyone off the high ground. I don't even need to use that EMP. Chester can actually get hacked as fall. Renzo and Hawk both go down as well. They didn't even need to use the EMP barrage combo. Chester gets red. Sorry, King and Dan both go down, and that's their tick taken. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left. Kuros gonna get dove here, gonna die. Same as James. They're both down. While Midnight have a very quick mobile comp, a dive comp, and they're gonna be on the point in seconds here before James and Kuros will be able to get back. Kuros not gonna be able to. Actually, he is very close. Will be able to help. There's a dive. There's the bongo from Hawk. Oksana, first one to go down. There's the bomb from Omnic. Gonna go in. Tails does not take anyone. Chester used the EMP just a bit mistimed. King does fall. And that's gonna be the end of the fight for the most part. There is the barrage, but it gets slept. Dan does fall. Kuros and Max both go down though. El Diablo with that primal. Omnic gets D-Max. Renzer and El Diablo do fall. And King Rusher falls as well. Logic falls off the map as the Baby Diva. You're not able to do much. A lot of resetting. But that Midnight Blitz, they went in, they just completely misused all their ults. They went for the EMP bomb combo, mistimed it, did the barrage, which could have been combined with the EMP. That's what I thought they were going to do off the bat. Didn't do that. They're now on at the Sombra. Chester on the Genji. Not only that, they used the primal, got some picks with that, but it was already so late in the fight that even if, like, there's no chance of them taking the point. And now they're going to be at a heavy ult disadvantage here. 5-1. Oksana might make it a 5-2, but Hawk will make it a 6-2 very quickly. I'm gonna get slept here. Dan running past everyone on the Sombra in the backline now. King is hacked. The only ult for the team. Oksana does build. Not the only ult anymore. Venzer knows that there is a Sombra there. Hawk about to build that ult up. And still in the backline. There's the Valk from Oksana. And there's the high noon from Kuros. Gonna get dove. Looking for something. Doesn't get anything. Max is gonna get hacked. And an EMP comes through from Russia. High noon. I mean, not high noon. Nano as well. Kuros, Max, and El Diablo all go down. Hawk is the recipient of that nano. Chest goes down. Omnic D-Max and Oksana falls as well. Dad falls and King is hacked. Able to survive. Got out of there even though King was hacked. Able to survive. And Midnight just used all their ults there. Kuros now onto that soldier. Both teams used their ults there. But INDE were able to hold on to their ult. So they will have the ult advantage coming in. But if you look at the ult charge of Midnight Blitz, they have 3 of their ults, 4 of their ults actually coming online now. So, maybe at a slight disadvantage the longer this fight goes on. The slight disadvantage could come into play, but King does fall to that advantage. Even if all 4 ults do come in, it could still get taken right out. There's the primal in the back line from El Diablo, takes Kuros out. Is the bongo from a Hawk. El Diablo in the back line terrorizing everyone. Renzer falls, but Dan does get picked. James falls as well. Max is the only ult left alive that isn't already used, and Bongo's no longer there. King Russia does fall. And Max finally uses that rally. There's the bomb from Omnic. Valk from Oksana. Or Ansa. King just falls. It's the last 15 seconds. EMP comes in. There's the blade coming in. Maxim and Dam both fall. We do have the high noon. I mean, not the high noon. The tackle visor coming in, but it gets completely snuffed out. Kyo's unable to do anything. Hawk falls. King gets res. James gonna need to get on that point, able to stall it out, but doesn't get much from the stall. Renzo does fall, King Russia falls as well. Kyrus now on that Doom Fist, gonna come back. We also see Maxim on that Hammond, does get hacked, but is still able to contest, and a 5-man salve from King. El Diablo now using that primal. Hawk goes down, King Russia now on the chase. Kyrus falls as well, and that's it right there. Midnight Blitz take map number 1. Here's Evo with the play. It is going to be a high noon, I believe. High noon EMP combo? I mean, not EMP, nano combo? It is. Oh, not the nano. I don't think there's a nano anyway. It was the amplification matrix combo. Cards are set. Midnight Blitz do have 3 till cards. INDE have 1, but Hawk does get the epic. The Mercy and the Winston both got 3. Let's see who that was. That was Oksana and El Diablo. Both got 3 upvotes. We now need to go to the next map, which is going to be Lijiang Tower. A great map to begin. Still, a bit of room for both teams to improve as the series does go on. Okay, INDE already. Still waiting on Midnight Blitz. INDE already. Midnight Blitz have not responded. And we are going to have to kick James and Pacify once again. They're actually going to already leave. Just making my job just a tad bit easier. Golden is now back. I misspelled map. Wait, one. I think Pacify will still have to go. Okay. And we do begin. Midnight Blitz do say that they are ready. And I immediately started up. Actually, it has to go. It has to load in first. There we go. Is it an EU lobby? Da-da-da-da, drum roll. It is! Gotta get James and Pacify back in here. Swap this back. I don't know what James is, but I can invite Pacify back. Yep. Okay, there is James. Spectate red. Which team is Hollywood on? Alright, we're gonna set that up. I'm just gonna see what team Hollywood is on. If he's on a team, if he isn't, I'm just gonna assume that he is there to make an EU lobby. He might be on INDE though. He is indeed on INDE. So it's now on Lijiang Tower from Russia to China. What's that? What's that over there? We'll see in a bit. And actually see that is another map. And you can kind of see it up there. You can kind of see the ship up there. It's best from that map that you can see all three. This is the middle. You know, it's just a very interesting fact about this and Nepal, that these both have the tiered. It's all on like a big mountain. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a really huge mountain, don't get me wrong. But, yeah. We're going into the first on Lijiang. Lijiang. I pronounce it. And a boop on a James, who is able to survive on that Lucio. Although it is very, very risky. But Maxib isn't able to. Doesn't have the powers of flight that Lucio does. El Diablo and Hawk both go down. So pick's still coming on both sides. El Diablo is res though. That does give Midnight Blitz a two-person advantage. And King falls as well. So many environmental kills coming through. Although, I'm pretty sure everyone, except for the Mercy and except for the Trade, yeah, everyone, like 2/3 of Midnight Blitz can get that environmental kill. It'll be very interesting that how they'll use that now that Midnight are going around right side. There's only one real good opportunity to boop them, and it is right here, this choke. If you can't even hit the boop, which is still extremely hard. There's a pulse bomb. It's unable to save Max. If El Diablo does go down, there's a chance of the high noon. And the sound barrier comes in from King Kill, but it doesn't hit the floor in time. Oxana now using that Valk. Kyros does go down though. Huge high noon either way, but an even bigger barrage. Dan takes Renzer and Hawk out. Omnic is demech. King Russia does fall while using that whole hog, unable to get much off of it. But a huge high noon takes King Kill's ult right out of the board. Although the barrage just sometimes getting one supportal off the table before it's used isn't as important as just getting the necessary picks to win the fight. Omnic now back in that mech. 70% of the points has already been taken. There's gonna be one more fight here. And INDE swap onto the Zen. Go to position, but Hawk goes down. Kills as well, and there's James. And just as they get in, they're taken out. Max and Brenzer both go down. Russia getting stalled out. Gonna try and get some picks if they can. Any ult charge, they are taken right out. Huge stall there. Huge stagger. INDE now gonna have to go up 5 to 6. Just push up 5 to 6 and be completely taken out here. There is the mine from El Diablo. Doesn't get in time to... it does block Renzer off, who's gonna get dove by King Killer. There is the pulse bomb. There is the barrage. Hawk and Kyros both go down. Dan falls, so Renzer gonna get demech. Max now using that rally, but it's gonna be countered by on the Valk. Dan gets res. King Russia demeched. Able to get back into that mech very quickly though. Renzer now on that Ana. Gonna try and get back to him. Maybe try and launch something in through this window. we will see. Maxim does fall. King Rusher gets demeched. But a sound barrier from King Kill gonna really do a number here. Got a lot. Hawk immediately dies. James as well. They're just rushing in and dying. Can't do much else though. King Rusher falls, and that's it. No one left on the point to contest. A final bubble onto Renzer, and he still takes him out. Because, okay, that may seem really weird with the bubble there. I'm gonna explain that because bubbles and pulse bombs have a very weird relationship. You throw a if you throw a pulse bomb at someone and it sticks, and then you bubble them, I'm pretty sure they still die because it's on their body. That I'm not sure about. It could still go to the outside. If you throw it on their bubble and the bubble doesn't go, it only explodes the bubble. But if you land it on the bubble and the bubble goes, it lands on the person. So that's just very, very interesting to see that actually did kill with the pulse bomb. It's not going to be a Zen Goats composition from INDE versus a Pharah no main tank here. Pharah Mercy man, no main tank. And Renzer gets completely taken out. He just has no mobility. James falls as well. Kyros as well. El Diablo gets, I believe, 2 environmentals there. King gets booped, but just kind of flies to the bottom. Hawk dies as well. An immediate stomp of this Zen Ghost composition. Renzer now on the Ana, and Kyros on the Soldier 76.
My business, my rules.
Kyros does fall, and James swaps off the Lucio with the Spock skin onto the Ash. Takes a huge amount of damage from King Kill, but able to survive. Kyros actually going to go onto that McCree now. Chester gets taken out by James, a huge pick. James takes out Oksana. 2 huge picks. And Chester takes Dan out as well. Maxim does take King Kill out as 3rd. Dan was the 4th to fall. El Diablo and I think both survived that. I believe both tanks were able to back up. I could be wrong about that though. I definitely know that El Diablo, well, not anymore, but he did survive the fight for a very long time. Does get staggered very hard there. El Diablo actually gonna get rezzed. It's a very smart play there. But Chester goes to James. Nano with the barrage. He countered the barrage, but the mine's on point. Renzer, Maxim all go down. King Rusher gets demeched and taken out by Dan. Dan's getting so many here. Hawk does fall with that ult available. Omnic demeched here. Point gonna swapped at 36-35. And he's just not able to bring. They're 1% away from bringing it to tied before it got swapped. Kyros does fall. So very big pick. James still a lot on the Ash and does launch in the Bob. Still cannot spectate a Bob, which is the biggest travesty in this game. Can hear me spamming it. El Diablo does go down. There's the rally from Maxim. But Lucio's still alive. Very, very low wall ride there, but is able to survive. Bob, gotta come in. Take Kyros out. Dan does follow. There's a shatter. There's a bomb. And there is the sound barrier. Oksana does fall. And there is a mine from El Diablo all over the point. Renzer does fall. James and Maxim both down as well. And that might be it right there. Hawk falls. There may not be much left to this game. That might have been the last fight. King Rusher does fall. Kyros gonna get pushed here. Unable to go anywhere. Maxim now on that Lucio. And that's it. There's no one to touch the point. It's over. And that is second map. Midnight Blitz go 2-0 so far.
Play of the game.
Midnight Blitz go 2 and up. Putting a lot of pressure on INDE to take this to the 5th map. The cards are put down. All votes across the board. 1 for King, 2 for Dan, 3 for Oksana and 3 for Hawk. No epics yet, but now we get to go to an NA lobby, which is INDE's best case scenario to win the 2 maps. And it's going to be a watch point. Gibraltar. You're going to take Li Zhang Tagger out. So after your watch point, it's going to be Numbani. The 2 payload heavy maps. Oh, the only 2 payload maps, I believe. Yeah, the 2 payload maps are going to be the ones that INDE will take as their NA maps. So we will see how that works to or against them. Because they could have been practicing the other 2 maps and got completely rolled, while Midnight could have been practicing these 2 maps. So it's all very interesting. Pacify for Kuros. We're going to see Pacify go in now. Should not need to kick anyone for this. Do need to wait on the ready from both teams. So as we do wait for both teams to say that they are ready, what an interesting game so far. Midnight Blitz so far very dominant here, although they have been playing on their servers. Now time for INDE to play on their servers, and it's not like INDE have just been like rolling down, maybe like just lied down or rolled over. Maybe for Li Zhang, but they still put up a huge fight every time. For Skya, they were going really well. But coming into this, now that they're on their servers, they could easily stomp Midnight if Midnight do not have that great of the pings. Okay, we do have a ready from INDE. Waiting on Midnight. And we do have the ready from Midnight Blitz. So, we're going to go in. And this is going to be map number 3. INDE need to win the next 2 maps to force it to a map 5. Otherwise, they will be out of luck and out of this game. All that Midnight need to do is take it once. Take 1 map from here on of the next possible 3 maps. Well, INDE have to take all 3 maps in a row if they want to win. And we might not even see all 3 maps left if Midnight are able to take 1. That 3rd will be the 5th map, which I know may be a bit confusing. How is 3 equal to 5? But INDE needed to win 3 maps. Both teams need to win 3 maps. Midnight already won 2, they just need to win 1 more, and INDE haven't won any, so they need to win 3 maps And if they win 2, both teams will be stuck at 2-2, and we need to go to a 5th map, a tiebreaker map. The minimum amount of maps is still 4. So even if Midnight do win this map, we will still go to a map 4, unless one team wants to forfeit that last map, which has happened. So we will see. So the comps are together, and it's very interesting. We do see this dive with the pharmacy, once again from Midnight Blitz. They love running this pharmacy comp. Well, INDE running this triple tank, triple support, a Goats comp without a Lucio, and Ana instead of a Lucio, really, with this Hagarisa Diva comp, which is an interesting dive composition. King gets hooked by James. Huge hook comes in. Huge pick on the field. James is getting all these early picks. Dan does fall, but Pacify as well. El Diablo as well, but Dan gets res. Just pick after pick after pick. Oksana falls, and a missed hook onto Chester. That's going to allow Chester to survive for the moment. Dan takes a huge amount of damage, not going to be able to survive, gets pushed. Hook onto Chester, and he is gone. Just Chester got hooked, peeked for a second, completely taken out. King falls as well. Omnic gonna get DMAX, does die, can't do much. Oksana trying to escape, gets taken out. Just huge picks coming through. Dan, swaps are coming in. Dan on that Brig now. El Diablo on the Brian Hot, Chester on the Zarya, and then Oksana on the Zen, who is immediately taken out by James, who is below and flanking here. A miss. It is King versus James. Rally gets used by Maxim, who is now there. Everyone kind of comes into this battle between the Hog and the Lucio. And then the point gets taken. I didn't even notice the point got taken. That's 2 points right there. Bomb gonna come in from Russia. James does fall, but King, Chester, Dan, and Omnic all go down. Oksana follows, and El Diablo gonna get pushed, unable to escape, taken out. And we have 6 minutes left. A bit less than 6 minutes left to win 1 point for INDE. They might just completely stomp it here. This might be a blowout. This might be a new record here. James uses that whole hog, takes Dan out. There's a bongo from a hawk. King now using that sandbag gets everyone that is alive, so that doesn't get Dan, but it does get 5. There's the nano on to King Russia, onto the Diva. Bomb gonna come in from Omnic. Bomb from King Russia gets taken out by the bomb. Hawk as well. Shatter does come in from El Diablo. James falls. That's 3 tanks right there. Vezir falls on point. Maxim tries to jump off, does get killed, and Midnight saved themselves from taking what was almost probably one of the biggest, or possibly the single biggest time bank we have ever seen. Close, very close, but still not gonna happen. It's not gonna be more than 5 minutes, although that would have been insane. INDE go 2 down, and then they go 5-minute plus time bank. There's gonna be the rally from Dan. Start the fight off. Omnic gets the left on the high ground. And a grab comes in. Pinning on the grab. King Rusher does get DMAC, does fall. Dan falls as well, so it is pick for pick, pick for pick. Maxim falls though. Both the Briggs are down. And he's now gonna get pushed back here. Hawk does go down. Renzer follows. James unable to escape. Will die as well. Pacify 1 health here. Or really 45 health. Gonna go and get some healing from the spawn. And he's now gonna have to reset, come back in with their respawns. And this is going to be one huge ult fight here. Dan used the rally just to use that grab. So both will not be there. There's the rally, there's the bongo with the nano on the max. They're just putting everything in the max right now. King Kill with a 4-man. Sound barrier gets everyone except for Omnic and El Diablo. Bomb gonna come in from Russia. Takes Omnic and Chester both out. There's a Transcendence from Oksana, who's gonna be stalling that point for a very long time. Does get hooked and there's the Transcendence from Renzer on the point. El Diablo uses that Shatter. I believe he got hooked in mid-Shatter. I don't know though. Maybe he got stunned. Something happened. Out. King Kill falls as well. There's Dan's death. There's still contest from Omnix, who no doubt will use that bomb. Doesn't use the bomb. No bomb in sight. I don't understand that. Does fall with the bomb. Grab gets eaten by King Russia. Chester not gonna be able to use that grab. El Diablo though getting huge ult charge here is slept, but will build up that slam. Dan now using the rally. King Rusher, Chester, Pacify, and El Diablo all go down and pick for pick. Max is now using that rally as well. There's the bomb from Omnic, finally using it here. Takes Renzer out. Bongo being used from Hawk, and Chester now on the Tracer, gonna try and come back as quickly as possible. Oh my god, this should still go. Anyway, Dan falls. Pick for pick for pick for pick for pick. It's just pick after pick after pick. Hawk does go down. This is Shadow from El Diablo and the whole lot from James. Pushing everyone off the point. So close, but still not taken yet. There's the Amplification Matrix in a very weird spot. Not really able to do any damage with it. Chester does fall. And Midnight off of like what seemed like a 2-minute fight there are going to be able to sustain a hold for at least a moment here. And there's a sound wave coming in from King Kill. Nano and Bomb both come in, and it takes El Diablo out. I believe El Diablo was sleeping there. Dan falls, Chester falls as well. Max now using that rally, and that sustained hold falls very quickly. Oksana falls. They only had a minute of break, but it wasn't enough. Omnic gets D-Max. King falls. And the Shadow comes in just to make sure no one can get on. There's a Transcendence. There's the whole hog, and that's it right there. INDE, off of almost taking it with more than 5 minutes in the bank, take it with just under 2, a minute and 50. One heck of a fight there. How will Midnight respond? They have one shot here. They need to push it all the way to 3rd if they want to keep, or if they want to end the game right here, right now, or at least have a good chance of doing so. And they're going to need to do it while having worse ping, while being at a disadvantage. Very interesting to see how they roll with the punches here. I would not be surprised if we saw a map 5 in this set. It's so competitive.
With every death comes honor. With honor,
Aha!
redemption.
So it looks like Midnight are going to be using the multiple DPS composition, which has had success against goats on certain maps. And we are going to be seeing Zen goats with an Ana. So this is really just kind of triple tank, triple support. The goats really is the Lucio Brig composition that has 3 tanks and 3 supports. This doesn't have that Lucio, so there is no speed to like really get what you need. And very quickly, just before it begins, Midnight gonna go onto this dive composition with the Winston, with the Diva. I was really hoping to see the quadruple DPS comp. And it's gonna be the Zen dive goats here. This does have a Lucio, this has a Brig, this has a Zen, and it has a dive in it. It'll be goats versus goats. Dan gets stunned but is able to survive. Max gets stunned as well. Bit of push here from Hawk, trying to get some ult charge, takes a lot of damage. El Diablo takes even more damage, but gets even more ult charge. The risk versus the reward. King Rusher takes a lot of damage, able to survive. Hawk in the same vein, still able to survive in the same vein. There's that nano from Pass by Maxim does fall, but Hawk just rolling in. Dan falls, both Brigs are down. There's the huge shatter, countered by the Transcendence. King, Omnic both go down. We do see the Transcendence from Oksana and the Primal from El Diablo. Chester falls. Omnic demech here. Oksana and Omnic all go down. Just so much so quickly. Goats fights. Very hard to keep up with the play-by-play. We're gonna see now a mirror composition of sorts. El Diablo now going on to that Reinhardt. It is now a Death Ball Goats. Because of one hero, although there is no Lucio. I know, there is no Lucio. There's no Lucio for INDE. Pacify and King Rusher both go down. Boxana and Dan both go down. Both grabs have been used. Sound Barrier as well. And another Earth Shatter from Hawk. Gets a few. James, Max, and El Diablo all go down. There's the bomb. Doesn't save Renzer there. Who was trying to get behind the shield. Not able to get behind it. Renzer does fall. There's Hawk, and there's a team from Chester. On to Hawk. Rip, my friend. It's taken out.
Check this out. I can use some help.
Without Hawk, oh no, Hawk's already there. Hawk got there very quickly. Rally from Maxim. El Diablo does go down. Chester does fall. Oksana falls as well. And down falls last. Midnight will have to reset here. They're facing quite a wall here. King able to survive. Ult's gonna be online.
60 seconds remaining.
As we come into the last minute here, it's gonna be a huge ult fight coming up. I would not be surprised to see every ult except for Omnic and Maxib being popped. There's the nano from Pacify coming in onto Hawk. Bomb coming in from King Russia. Doesn't get anyone. Two almost dud ults from... In the end, the Shatter comes in, but it gets countered by the Transcendence. But the Pacify does get pinned by El Diablo. There's a Shatter, but there is the Sound Barrier from King to counteract it. But Transcendence comes in at the very end. Grab gets eaten by King. King Killer. No, wait. King Russia eats Chester's grab. Hawk falls. Renzer and James as well as Max all go down. James and Omnic both have their ults. King Russia no doubt gonna try and contest this here. Gonna try and come in at the last second. Is gonna be contesting here. Will try and hold it for as long as he can on the Diva mech. Does get Team Mech, but will that give the team enough time to come in? And it will. King Russia does fall for it though. Hawk falls as well, and that's it right there. Maxim does die. No one comes in time. The picks really don't come in time. In fact, they come the opposite way. James and Renze both go down. Another 2:30 after the time bank. That time already ticking away. By fall. Ult's already being built up. There's a rally from Maxim and a shatter from El Diablo. No death yet. Shatter from Hawk. That is met by death of Maxim. There is the grab from Transcendence and Bomb being both used. Hawk, but it doesn't come. Bomb comes on top of the airship. Doesn't get anything there. But Hawk with another shatter already. Goes as well. Coming to the back line. Who does from El Diablo, but does quickly fall. Getting so much Maxim fall. Off of the James and Russia. King ground sound back. Coming up and he Hawk does the kick loss. Gets a 5-man sound barrier, just one act. It goes on to as it does into everyone. Able to get to inside and taken out. Damn. Fall off with Renzer. King. But it's around to escape. One health gets taken out. now we can get back in time.
10 seconds remaining.
Ults are gonna be on 2, 5. There's a rally from Max. Grab gets eaten. Chester's grab gets. But James grab doesn't. The bomb comes. Takes. I want to on that now. Little LV. Let's go down. Hawk. Shadow coming in. Danfall. I think. They finally.
Play of the game.
Third with 6 minutes left.
Wonderful.
King and Venter all have it. I put both teams ready. Yes. Watch point out. I think some Paul laughed. INDE already. Still waiting on midnight. They've been taking a very long time, every single time. Be the last map. That's map 4. INDE need to win this map if they want to send it to a map 5. But does not want to send it to a
Initiating match.
I do send it to a map 5. Immediately Russia. Up.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Usually you only run back Bastion here against a defense Bastion with a bunker. It's gonna be a Bastion Baptiste bunker, the triple B comp. And they're almost on the Tourbillon, actually gonna go on the Baptiste. James is still going on that Bastion. They are very confident in this Bastion.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
And the round does begin.
All better.
Is this Farah Mercy triple B with a D? Or Diva, sorry. And it's gonna be Bastion versus Bastion. They see each other and they're gonna lock eyes. They're gonna shoot each other till their heart's content. All the ult charge coming through. And it's gonna be the Ryan heart shield that breaks first. The damage, even though it's an Arisa shield, there is still the immortality field from King. On the Baptiste, that's hidden right behind his pole. There's no way to attack it.
Let them up.
But the immortality field's already up from Renzer. But Dan has the barrage. But James takes Chester and Dan both out. And there's the immortality. The amplification matrix from King from both Baptistes have now used it. King does fall. Chester gets res. James is now using that configuration tank. And Omnic does get demacked. El Diablo does he dies. Chester now with that configuration tank gets massive. Omnic falls. Chester gonna try and get a pick onto Renzo, and he does. Mini Bastion fight pacify. Does get the pick onto Chester with the help of the Bastion in the way back. And now James gets a setup on point. So Midnight know where INDE are going to be at all times with the Bastion. They're going to be on the point. We also do see the immortality. There's a nano onto James. El Diablo and King Russia both go down. Dan is antied. Max does fall. Omnic now on that hog. And as I was saying earlier, INDE, you know where they're going to be. They're going to be on the point with the Bastion. I also see Dan now on the Sombra. Now, Midnight, they could be anywhere. They could set up anywhere. You don't know. Fast fight does fall. Oxonic goes down as well. So there's one support. James using that configuration tank here. Takes Jester out. That's second pick. And Hook onto James. By Omnic. Amplification matrix coming in from Mr. James is hacked. Omnic and El Diablo both go down. King falls as well. And that's going to be it right there. 520 left in the bank for INDE. It's just a huge amount of time.
This is gonna make you feel better.
I have found the enemy. Come and face me.
And Hook onto James, who gets booped back, unable to make it into the immortality field, but it's still the EMP came through. Everyone gonna fall here except for King Russia and Maxim. So that's Renzer, Hawk, Pacify, and James, who all go down. Renzer actually gonna go onto the Zenyatta now. White Wolf now back in spectating.
Let's get patched up. Oh. Time to accelerate.
4 minutes, 30 seconds left to take this point for INDE. They have enough time to spare.
Oh, let's break it. Damn.
Maxim uses the ult, only gets 4 actually. There's a shadow, there's a sound barrier, bomb, Valk, Bongo, all getting used. El Diablo does fall. Dan in the back line doesn't get much. Only just came out of invisibility before going back into it, or not going back into it, but escaping. King Russia does fall. And there's the dragons from Chester. James goes down. Renzer falls as well. Maxim joins them, and Hawk gonna be the 4th. Pacify gonna be the 5th. King Russia just kind of gets out of dodge. Able to survive. Still takes a huge amount of damage. Gonna be able to build up Renzu's ult, actually. Renzu about to have that Transcendence, just kind of feeding off of King Russia, who does take even more damage. Renzu has that Transcendence. I'm gonna see a 4-3 ult fight. Dan in the backline with that EMP. EMP, but doesn't get Renzu, who immediately uses Trans. There's also the configuration take from James. El Diablo goes down. Bit of a misplay there. Omnic falls. There's the Dragons from Chester. Comes in, takes. Pacify out. King falls, though. There's a nano onto James. Oksana goes down. Dan gonna have to get on the point. Gonna have to contest for as long as they can. Chester has to go on as well. Diablo now forces up onto the Hammond, who just purely for contesting reasons. Chester falls, and now the rest of Midnight are back. They're gonna have a long, hard fight here. There's the 5-man Sound Bearer Shatter EMP. You did see Oksana using that Valk, and that's it right there. Everyone goes down. King coming back in with the Sound Bearer, gets Dan and himself. The only two that did survive that, but not on point. We're not able to come back in onto the point in time. 2:34 still in the time bank for INDE. We could easily see a map 5 here. This could go all the way. This could go the distance. But if it does go to a map 5, it will be on EU servers. And I will check what map it is actually going to be on. It will be on Nepal. So it'll all come down to this. Can Midnight take 3rd? Will they be stuck again? Midnight gonna be running that Sombra Farah comp. No doubt for the Barrage and EMP. Although it may not work that way. You'll see a Torb. I want to see this Torb. Against this Bash and Bunker, or Bash and Baptiste Bunker. Against this Triple B comp. With a Farah Mercy. Midnight still could be running a phony comp. We don't know yet though. I really hope that they do run this, as it is high DPS. Oh, Diablo actually gonna go onto the Hammond, and Omnic onto the, onto the Diva. Sorry. They're still gonna keep this Farah and Sombra, which one big EMP, one big Barrage could change everything, or even EMP bomb if they utilize it correctly. Hack on to Pacify. King does fall though. You can't really take this comp out without ults. If you are Midnight running the comp that you are running, you need those ults to come in and take INDE out. I need to check what time. It is 26. Now Farah is just kind of looking at each other. The Farah duel off the Chester falls in the back line. El Diablo tries to dive on, but it's no, close, but no cigar. He just gets next to nothing there. So no one dead. There is King Kill first death once again. I'm pretty sure King Kill has died first both fights here on Midnight's attack. Dan and Chester steadily building up to their ults. But with this bunker, you can't really get much damage in, so you're playing for the long game here. Playing for this long game with the ults. Because if Midnight draw, they still win. I'm pretty sure they will still win. Because even if we do go to map 5, it'll only be tied up. So, even if they do draw it out, they still will win. So INDE have to take it here. Midnight push all the way to 3 in overtime, and they're able to hold it. They do win. Pacify will get Chester and El Diablo both out. 2 huge picks. Although Dan and Chester now both have their ults. We'll see. A 5-4 ult fight, but those 4 ults could be a whole lot more impactful than the 5 if used first and correctly. Chester trying to get something. King does it fall first, and the EMP gonna come in, gonna get everyone there. And there's the barrage coming in, but Dan falls. James and King Rusher both go down as well. Hawk does as well. Max is gonna get hacked. There's the res mark on it, doesn't get it. The res does not connect how they'd like it to. Max is now using the Valk and Pacify using his barrage. There's the amplification matrix. Pacify got hacked and taken out. Omnic does get the Mech bomb gonna come in from King Rusher. We do see the Valk from Maxim. Res on to Pacify. Omnic does go down. James using that configuration take and a huge EMP with the mines in combo. But there is the bunker coming in. There's a sound barrier combo from King. Gets 3. El Diablo, Renzo, and Chester all go down. King Rusher very low. Still in the mech though. Bongo about to leave. It's no longer in place. So no more amplification there. Oksana, King, and Dan all go down. And no tick was taken there. Everything was just used. And still, Midnight couldn't get the job done with what they had. They had the ults. They were not able to they utilized them correctly, just weren't able to capitalize on it, I guess. I don't know. Omnic gonna come in with the bomb, but does get taken out, along with El Diablo from the Bastion, who's able to get 2 picks. Dan and King both go down as well. Bomb. James gets hacked, but there's a Valk from Maxim. Oksana and Chester both go down. El Diablo now back on the point, gonna try and hold as long as they can, but does fall, and that's it right there. No one's even close, and with no percentage taken, INDE just destroy Midnight. Midnight unable to get any percentage. 2 huge stomps there. Player of the game is James 5 Jalen as the Bastion. Just set up in the corner with the sound barrier on him. Takes the Valk out. Takes Hanzo out, and that's just the end of the point right there. The cards across the board are all INDE. Renzo, James, Hawk, and Russia. So Russia. Renzo gets 2 upvotes, Hawk gets 3, and James and Russia get none. So now we go into the map number 5. Yeah, I got it in time. This is gonna have to be an EU lobby. So we will put in both teams ready. And we might have to kick a few people in a second. This is going to a map 5. INDE already. I believe Golden and White Wolf are both EU. Yes. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to take 2 people out and invite them back in. Midnight still waiting. We're still waiting on the OK from Midnight Blitz. gonna check White Wolf really quick. I'm pretty sure I've already checked and guaranteed that they're EU. I just need to check one more time. So I have just double checked that. Okay, they are ready, so give me one sec. Game. Sorry, Yoshi. But we do need to make it an EU lobby.
Traveling to Nepal.
And I'm pretty sure it is going to be an EU lobby. It's at 200 something. That usually means it's an EU lobby. There we go. Normies. Spectate blue. Spectate blue. Okay, I don't have the I don't have Hollywood on my friends list, so someone else is gonna need to invite him back if he wants to watch. But this is map 5, and it all comes down to this. Pacify was not in on the EU maps, so that he could be the difference here. And there still has not been a single swap besides Pacify for who was the other one? It was like some like Elias. Let me check. Recent players. Curious. Evo. That's the only swap. Curious Evo for Pacify. It all comes down to this. It's been a very close map. A really close series. Not even map, just series. This no doubt will be a close map. It'll be a Zen Goats composition coming in from Blitz versus this Bastion Baptiste bunker with the Diva, with the Pharmacy. Within Butter Comp. Oh, Dan gonna get pushed. Oh, get out. King falls out. And that's your first loss on EU map. The first fight. Dan not gonna go onto that Sombra. They will not be able to run this goat comp. And they're gonna swap onto this dive on a Genji Arisa Hog. Okay, I like it. I see what they're doing there. They're going with something very interesting. Dive DPS with bunker tanks. Supports that can kind of fit into either one. James gets here, which is the purpose to hack the TPS. Because they have Jet 23rd has taken coverage. Maybe not needed. They already had the purpose to take out everyone else. Dan, only one to survive. Oh, actually, I'm sure King also survived as well. So early on Numani, able to survive. Dan does follow. So yeah, it's only King, unless he did die early on. I'm gonna use that speed. LDF now. On that Hog, on the Hammond. Now on the back two, or gonna spot two tanks. Going with their DPS supports.
You should be at
And that's the
I'm taking care of you.
And we see an ult fight here. Yeah. Gets everyone except for King Russia. Pacify is taken off the map. Hawk goes down as well. And there's from Russia. He got. Oh, as well. There is the configuration tank from down. Max. Gonna get D-Max here. Hollywood now back in specs. And able to get the pick. Oh, alive. Sure. Kill. Oh, I need. Hollywood is in the right. He is in the right spec. Oh, he'll be. Oh, coming in from out of pureness. That's. So there's the blade from Chester with that. Well, King just comes in time to use it there. Max falls as well. Omnic out of mech. The point. He although there. King shot. 5 here. There, like self-staggering, if anything. INDE need to take it here. They need to take this. INDE gonna come back in with the grouped up. Dan, Pacify gets hacked, gets taken out. Dan gets a huge pick, but Dan is also very low. Same with Omnic. Very, very low. Dive coming in from El Diablo, who's so low that he's 1 health. Does get the health back, but still like 260 something at least. King falls though, very close to that ult. 260 or 76. Dan falls. There's the buff from Omnic, and it takes Hawk out. He got dove up in the sky. Akana falls in Hawk and give it. There's the bomb. There's the mines. There is the blade. King and El Diablo both go down to King Rush's bomb. Max and James both go down to Chester and El Diablo's blade and mines. Chester goes down. Omnic gets C-Mac and falls. It's only Dan. Only Akana. Dan off the point. The point gets flipped. Akana now using that Valk. Trying to get back in time. Unable to by mere milliseconds. Pacify either way. Oksana went for the res on the Dan. There is the barrage coming in from the ferret. Takes him out. Alright, takes her out. Takes the Mercy out, and that is it. And now we go to Village. And you can look up, and you can see something. Very interesting. You can see Sanctum and Shrine. Both above. You can kind of see bit of a path up the cliff. Almost. We are in Nepal, surrounded by mountains. Somehow there's like the lowest part, and it's not even the lowest. The point has begun. It would be this Snow's comp coming up from Midnight Blitz versus this still a May, but with the bunker. It's a May bunker. MBB. BBM. I don't know if it should be either one or not. It's still a Baptiste bunker with the May. Both teams have that wall. Both walls are now gone. Still, Fencer on the Baptiste has that immortality field. Could make it all the difference. And huge wall. Hawk gets taken out. The point is now taken. Pacify goes down Max. And El Diablo does go down though. James gonna get frozen. There's the immortality field once again. But the wall is gonna block it off a bit. James does fall just out of range of that immortality. Renzer goes down as well. And Midnight Blitz convincingly take first control. Bit of swaps here. James now on the Zarya, Hawk on the Reinhardt. King Rusher does fall. Maxim on the Brig and Pacify on the Ana. Renzer and King Rusher staying on their respected heroes, the Baptiste and the May. Both of them have their ults. They're going to be pushing into a heavily ulted or ult available Midnight Blitz with what's gonna happen here. So many ults. There's the amplification matrix. There's the blizzard. Coalesce is gonna be used for Biox on the counter. King Russia does fall though. Amplification matrix coming in. King Russia, Hawk, both going and doing work. Venture to get a pick in there, but Hawk got 3 and Russia got 2. Everyone died. And you heard it in the background. The game, you can't say it better than the game can. Team kill. Midnight Blitz. Now the pressure's on. They need to take this point back ASAP. They're now running a Zen Goats, but with a Mei, so no Diva. They do have the Mei, so it is still the Zen Goats. It's just not a triple tank composition. And Hawk comes behind with the flank. El Diablo goes down. The Mei wall came in from Chester. Kind of blocked him off. Kind of guaranteed that kill there. Chester, Dan, and kill along with Oksana and a... Okay, the game didn't say team kill, but everyone did die. Everyone died. I don't think there was a team kill. I didn't hear it. That's why I kind of went silent there. Whenever there's a team kill, I go silent so the game can say it itself. Sometimes you just can't say it better than the game. Then the game can. And a wall! Hawk off alone! There's the blizzard coming in, but the bubble comes in along with the immortality field. Hawk still does fall, gets booped away. But the wall comes in from Russia. Saves his team, but James does fall though. Not gonna save him for long. Pacify goes down. Renzer gonna try and escape, gets stunned. Will be taken here? Yes, he will be taken out. Massive takes a huge amount of damage, but is gonna be saved by Hawk just a bit by the shield. And Midnight Blitz retake the point. Pressure's on them. They need to hold it here, but they're gonna be at a 6-3 ult disadvantage here. This is not the spot you want to be in. But Maxim, first one to go down. They may be at the ult disadvantage, but they're going to be at the numbers advantage. Hawk, Pacify, and King Russia all go down. King Russia used the blizzard. He used the blizzard. It's not going to become anything, though. There's the grab from James. That's it. There's the shatter. There's the sound barrier. It's over. Counter sound barrier. Both teams have 1-1. Oh my god. INDE had the ult advantage. They just got taken out. They weren't able to get to the point. They just popped all their ults at the very end. Because they knew they couldn't get back onto the point, so just pop them after the round was over. We're going to Shrine now. And it doesn't get much closer than this. This is what it comes down to. Neither team can take a chance here. Midnight Blitz going to be running that Zen Goats composition. INDE, they're going to be running a sim. They will have to run. Oh my god, I'm busy now. They're going to have to run that Lucio to get to the point ASAP. They need to get to the point and set up with that sim. The Pharah should be able to put in huge amounts of damage. El Diablo will be the first one to take control of the points. The turrets go up though. This is going to be so much damage against this Zen Ghost. The Zen Goats is one of the lower healing comps of the the Goats compositions. James falls, Chester and Pacify as well. It could go either way. El Diablo, 1 health, gonna get pushed, will fall, so it is 2 picks. Hawk and Russia both very, very low. Hawk able to survive, gets a healing from Maxim on that Mercy. King Russia, 1 health. Has the Discord, is going to be taken out. King falls, but Hawk as well. King Russia going to get D-Max. It is so close to go either way. No one's taking the point yet. Res on to Hawk from Max. The down falls, and that's going to be huge right there. Max is now using that Valk. Just all the healing they could ever need. Omnic gets D-Max. King Russia now back in there. Max Oksana goes down. There's a sim wall, and that's it. INDE take the point. Omnic, King, James, and El Diablo all fall. And Midnight, they had the open advantage there with the first control of the point. They had their first man on point, but they still lost. Now they're going to be going into the point where they have the sim already preset up. Although James is not there yet. There is James. James now back, able to set up all over the place. All 3 turrets on the sky. And the El Diablo gets a shatter block. There's all the ults. All the ults. Everything gets used. Chester only one to go down. The the pin came in, didn't get any picks from that. The pin tried to come in, try and take the shield off. Bomb came in from Russia, didn't get anything. Pacify and James both go down, but James didn't go down without putting up his ult. Hawk goes down, Oksana falls as well. King Kill uses that sound barrier to hold the point, making sure it survives. Renzer and Maxi both go down. There's only one left. It's Russia. Does fall. The point's going to be swapped now. It's going to be flipped. Midnight need to match INDE here. They need to actually not just match. They need to surpass INDE here with the charge. They cannot give it up again. INDE going to be pushing up with the Sim. Sim will not be able to set up premeditative. No setup. Gonna have to run in. Derek's gonna come in. Renzo and King both go down though. Renzo gonna get rezzed. That does put the advantage squarely in his favor. Max gonna use that valve, and now Diablo used his shadow, didn't get anything. It does fall. Pacify falls as well as a pin. Huge pin on to the Zen. Dan falls. Pacify and Oksana as well. And that's a point right there. Point is flipped. I was trying to say switched and flipped at the same time. Doesn't quite work that way. Hawk gets taken to a very low health. Gonna get pushed here, but James is the one to fall. Hawk falls as well. There's the bomb from Russia. Doesn't get anything. It actually does get Omnic's Max. Max does fall. Omnic goes down as well. Russia gets demaxed. Gonna definitely try and get back onto the point, or just run and die. Who knows? Pacify and Reggie both go down. Hawk gonna get taken out. And we now see this dive Zen Goats. This could go either way. INDE do have an advantage here with the time. But they do not have the ult advantage. They will soon be at an ult disadvantage. It'll be a 5-4 ults in favor, and it'll be in favor of Midnight Blitz. But there is the wall, there is the rally. All coming in. James 1 health. There's the grab coming in, but it's countered by the Transcendence Bomb gonna come in. There's a shadow from behind. Hawk goes down because he gets stunned. Pacify used his barrage there. El Diablo now using that Primal Rage. Trying to use the Transcendence there as well. Hawk gets res. Hawk goes down. Pacify now on that Zarya. James goes down, and it's gonna come down to an overtime fight here. Renzo goes down. Pacify now gonna go on to that Lucio. King and Maxib will both have their ults. It's gonna be up to King Russia. Can he build up that bomb in time? James now gonna go on to the Zarya, and it's gonna be Zen Goats with a Mercy versus Zen Goats dive. There's gonna be the Valve coming in from Maxim to get onto the point, and it's gonna be contested. This will go into overtime. This is what fights are made of. This is what games are made of. Hawk gonna get stunned very, very quickly, but is able to survive. Can kill it. Gonna hold onto that sound barrier until he absolutely needs it to win the point. Renzo goes down. Oksana both go down. Both Zeds are dead. Russia gonna send in the bomb. King Russia gonna use that sound barrier. Renzo gets rest. There's the grab coming in. Pacify, Hawk, and James all go down. Rally from Dan. And that's it right there. Max and Renzo both go down. Russia only one alive. Gonna try and stall as long as he can. Maybe he can get it to point. No, that's it. It's over. Team kill. Can't say it better than the game. Midnight Blitz take map number 5. And they take the set. Although left in question. Oh, King Russia first. First, King Russia gets play as the May. Freeze. Mid-air freeze? Oh, hello. He's like mid-air. The way his animation works. He got frozen mid-air. Team kill. But what's left the question here? My question is if INDE were the home team and they had their map advantage, if they had the NA servers, would they have won? Because they destroyed on their servers, and they almost beat Midnight on their servers. They almost won on the EU servers. And they completely stomped on the NA. So that could have gone either way. So a very, very close game. You're gonna have to put MVPs in real quick. I know who the MVPs are. Gonna quickly do that, and then we're gonna go to another stream. I need to go real quick to my recent players. See if I can spell their name. They're on my friends list. Where is he? James. Oh yeah, the MVPs are going to be James for 1. Where is James? I need to find James. James Jallion. Midnight Blitz. Okay, I've put the MVPs. It's gonna be for INDE, James 5 Jallion, and for Midnight Blitz, Dan FTW 190. Now, if you thought that at that match, if you think you want some more Overwatch, there's gonna be another game. It's gonna be WGA versus Regenocide. So I'm gonna quickly set that game up. Reg. Side. And I'm gonna have to end the stream here. I'm gonna set up another one immediately. So this has been Arcast1256. I'm signing off. If you want to go to the next game, if you're saying I still want to watch some Overwatch, I'm gonna be in a game in like 5 minutes. Arcast out. Peace.